What's up, party people? It's your host, Zesty Fresh, and we are going into Mythic lunchtime. Time to do some Mythic dungeons. Just pop this open over here. You can monitor. All right. There you go. Pre-made groups, dungeons. So what are we looking for first? We got 9s, 3 9s now. Completed that City of Threads. So we're looking for 9s and 8s, mostly 9s, or 9s and 10s, mostly 9s. And I really want to try to do Dawnbreaker again. I feel like that was doable. We're going to sign that up right there. There was some weird glitches on the second boss, or the third mini boss towards the second boss, which probably means the second boss is also glitched a little bit, where the orbs looked like they were firing one way and then hit a wall and killed people, and that was weird. But we will see. Completion, no leave, higher chance of getting invited. Completing your weekly 10 is always nice. I haven't actually done that yet. I'm just getting to 10s now. Not a lot of 10 options. All right, let's look at some others. We're looking at plus 9-ish range. Plus 10 Arakara, sure. I'm not really looking forward to a plus 10 Siege. I tried it once and it hurt a lot. There we go. We got Arakara City Echoes 10. Let's give it a shot. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. We're just getting started. Looking for a healer to join this Pug group. What we're doing is we're pugging Mythic Pluses and showing what Pug progression through M+ life is like. Hey, how's it going? Aliaskar? That's how I would go with that in my head. I don't know if it's right. Correct me if I am incorrect. Arakara. Into the center of the City of Threads. Making our way downtown. I know words to songs for sure. Yes, I do. We're waiting for people. I'm just gonna go see if I can play some bugs and get some world quests done. Gotta complete my activities in Ashgahet.
The Ascended haunt our upper echelons of power. Perhaps someone unaffiliated with the royal court could find their way into their homes and bug them.
Bug. Can't place that bug, apparently. Can do that one. Bug time. We're just looking for a healer. Hoping a healer will join. 2 bugs. Three bugs. Apparently, as the bug is placing, you can't place the next bug. You just gotta wait a moment. There we go. Wait a moment longer. There we go. Bug. We can go back to this one that didn't place before. We probably just had to wait. Run so fast. Bug. There's a 6 bug down here. There we go. All done.
Information has
All
always been an
done.
exquisite currency in Ashkahet.
That one will take too long. We should find a healer faster than I can get either of those ones done. Jeez. All right. I guess we're just doing some rumors, maybe? What rumor you got for me, bud? Follow Thimble. All right. I just stay within his purple circle for it to be following him, I guess. Maybe. We're following the lethal spider as we're waiting for a healer. So we are doing a 10 over here at Arakara. 10 difficulty is where it starts to actually get really hard. More understanding of abilities is required, having cooldowns for boss attacks and things like that. At 8, you can probably just get away with eating most attacks and then like healing up after death strikes and whatnot. But at a 10, some boss effects start to be one-shot mechanics. So this is where you're starting to watch out for knowing when the boss is going to do attacks. So here in this dungeon, if we look at it, Arakara, this one. So he's going to do this thing, Voracious Bite. When he's doing Voracious Bite, I have to have one of my defensives. So I have to have like Icebound Fortitude, Lichborn to get that 2% or 6% or 15%. Rune Tap, something to be able to take the damage from the Voracious Bite. It'll do 2.2 million physical damage at base, but it's scaled up so high now that it's basically a one-shot. So we're watching out for that. This guy has rumor for me. What do you want? Investigate the scene. Well, this is where you like. What of the old relics? I have to find the Katheki etching down here, I think. This is always one of the harder ones to finish because there's not like a good indicator of where to go next. I've had this one a couple of times and it pops up, but then it's like where? Oh, it's over there.
Onsuret's brutish miscreants have tracked crime all over our prized royal preservatorium.
Ah, dang it.
See to it that the facade shines like a
Come on, healer.
beetle show.
This might be the we just need to finish group, and that's going to be taking longer to attract a healer. What we just need to finish means, and in healer's eyes, is that the group's not going to do well. So it's going to be a pain in the butt to heal.
You tread a powerful scale.
Hopefully that's not actually the case, but it just means that the group is not that confident in completing without deaths, and they're just hoping to be able to just finish the dungeon. We'll try and get them there. We'll see how they are doing mechanically. I'm just here to help out, do things. As I've said in the past, I have the item level I need to do everything that I intend to do in this game. So more rewards and whatnot isn't that big of a deal for me. It'd be nice to be able to get the portals. Portals would be cool, but that's just going to involve playing the game more, being patient, or finding people to run with. And since I don't tend to do that, it'll always take me a little bit longer. Where are the rest of these things? Are they inside the building? Over here. Where are my little toadstools? I need 2 more. There's one. That was a sneaky one. Sneaky little toadstool. Oh, right, we got a healer. Let's try and find our last toadstool. This one. Nice. All right, so the party is formed, and we are ready to go. I got my kite. Look at that kite surfing. Nice. I recently switched over my mount favorites and like got rid of all my favorites, so now any mount is possible, and it's kind of an exciting situation. Nobody's here. I don't get when you're forming a group why you would not just go, but you know, people will be like that. Start the summoning. If somebody comes and joins, the shaman should be here soon. He's coming. Oh, Chopper's here. Oh, the shaman's here too now. Come on. Is everybody here? Maybe we're all here. I don't know where the proselytium is. Proselytium? They have weird names for things. It's possible that's just the name of the entrance to this dungeon. Nope, the Shredded Strands is. Okay. Just waiting on this demon hunter. All right, let's be nice to this group. Drink our flask, apply our mana oil, try and get a little bit extra. Interesting. Summon pending. Let's go. DFK. Howdy! Hey, Aryan. How are you doing? Is this up really late for you? What you doing up so late? Doom, 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 doom. What is he doing? Where is he? Come on. $10.40? Oh, okay, okay. That's not too bad. Can use them. We just did. God damn it. Oh, we have a warlock. The warlock might summon inside. Shaman. Some people's kids. Some people's kids. All right, so I'm not gonna pull too big of groups. We're gonna take it a little slower. Like we can push this for a +1, not a +2 kind of deal. We don't need to do like 13 rows or anything like that. I'm gonna take it a little bit slower to try and make sure that we get like a one time. Now the Warlock's AFK. What's freaking happening? What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. I'm Zesty Fresh. This is Zaza Games, and we are getting ready to do some M+ing. Oh, this guy's got quite a few mythics. He does some higher end M+s for sure. That crafted staff looking pretty good. Unfortunately, he's AFK. This guy, much lower item level, 610s mostly. This is the group leader. I assume this is the group leader, and he's looking for a carry because I don't think he would have made it in invited by somebody else. That guy's looking pretty good. Pretty good. We'll do all right. We'll do fine. Assuming we get started, because this is taking a little while. Hello, everybody. Anybody got anything interesting going on today? Now he's eating. Now he's eating. What do I got going on? We got to finish our raid. We got a kill on Sarek tonight. Got to her and got a couple attempts off, but had a couple new people that did not know the fight, and that makes that fight quite difficult.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Should be able to clutch it tonight. Just go demon form instead of clicking the thing. Popped his demon form, got in combat with the little minion there. That's hilarious.
Of the void.
All right, here we go. We're having the first 2 packs down the stairs. These guys hit like noodles. As long as nobody touches them, we'll be fine. We go down, down, down the road. Been watching that new Agatha show. Stabilize. Pull in. Alrighty. Get those things down. Just trying to cool myself after too much work. Work is a lot. Wasn't Halloween, but something similar. Okay, these guys. For some reason, this guy doesn't like to come with his buddy. He just stays over there. That's really annoying as a tank. It's nice that somebody else knows that you want to pull that and gets it, but they don't. That one's a little bit too far for me to be able to pick up on my own.
The void consumes everything.
That's a really annoying effect from Xalatath. Those things should detonate on their own. Pull in the next pack, put some cooldowns to keep alive easier. Sending out my ruptures for damage, more cooldowns as we're getting more things in. Keeping yourself nice and healthy is important. We're going to use our AMZ on this mini boss thing. Pulling these guys as well. Because people always walk into them anyways. Maybe one of these. We're trying to interrupt web bolts, trying to get these things in here. Oh, somebody else got the shrill. Interrupt the barrage. Shrill interrupted. Nice. No fears is really nice. Had a couple of groups lately at the 8 and 9 level letting the fear go off, and that's just so obnoxious. We're not doing that live, though. We are wrecking it. One more shrill. Shit out. Got the Xalatath debuff. Pull those. Pop that. Heal up. We're just taking it easy. Nothing too stressful going on. This is only a 10. We don't have to be insane on our pulls. The biggest thing that wipes 10 groups, especially 10 groups that aren't extremely confident, is that they try and like pull like you're trying to +2 it. And that's just not necessary. That just results in deaths that then causes like you can't even +1 it, you know? Pulling these things. Pull that thing in. Pop some of those. It's close. One more in. Good to leave now. Good. Take her easy. Trying to nap. It's bedtime, not nap time. What level is this? This is a 10. This is a 10. I think we could get that add-on that lets me put the difficulty level at the top of the screen for these short view orientations. I just walked right into that. They were slowed and then they got a sudden speed up just as the detonation happened. And he got roasted by it. There we go. Oh, come on. I wish other people wouldn't pull. Because these things deal damage if I'm not in range, and I am not that fast.
Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
Web spray. Void consumes everything debuff, which sucks because we're not all together. Pull everything back. Call Brood. There's my procking of Purgatory. Stay alive. Come on. Come on. Such an annoying spot. That shriek hurts, and those web bolts hurt. Web spray, they need to get out of it. People need to be using cookies and healing themselves.
Consumes everything.
Things. Somebody else have something on them? Wow, this thing is taking forever. And everybody loves the group. Very good. What a lovely waste of time. Lovely waste of time. Yeah, the Demon Hunter is the group creator. Or friends with whoever created the group. One or the other. He was getting... His item level was not high enough for this. I thought the rest of the group could handle it, but they were not. They were not. That was lame. That group took a long time to form for it to fall apart like that. 10 Grim Batol, no thank you. Grim Batol's so annoying. What key do I have? I got an 8 Necrotic, I think. Where's my key? Here it is. Yeah, 8 Necrotic Wake. Need fat tank. I'm fat. There's another Arakara. I'll sign up for that too. 11 Stoneball. That sounds scary. Hey, fellow Blood EK. Hello. Greetings, traveler. What are we looking for? What are we feeling like? I really don't want to do Necrotic Wakes. Maybe if I look at the groups and see who's signed up. There's a lot of 11s going on. I don't feel 11 ready in Pug life. Like Balance Druid, Evoker, Fury Warrior can be scary because if either of the other two aren't good, the Augmentation Evoker just tanks in usefulness. Extremely reliant on other members of the party being good. But if they are good and the Evoker is good, it's like godly, you know? I guess we won't Hearth yet. We're not guaranteed to get there. I'm at Arakara. I would like to get an Arakara 10 or 11. There's a 10. Come on. 10 May Priest Paladin. They've completed 9s before. Another one that we could do and try. You hate Evos? Yeah. Augmentation can be so rough to pug with. Augmentation is like so reliant on group cohesion that I don't tend to like it to queue up with them in heroic or in pug life. Pug life is just yeah. Not looking good. Plus 9s maybe. Don't want 8s. I've done all the 8s. 10 Stone Vault. If the healer knows how to dispel the tank. Ooh. Alright, what's been going for a long time? That one. I know. Doom, doom. Come on, I need another group. That first group failing so epically was extremely unfortunate for the entertainment value of the stream. And I apologize to you guys for trusting those people. Fury Warrior Assassination Balance Druid, that's a good combo. That's a good combo. Why can you only sign up for 5 things at a time? They need to fix this. Wow, 1463 and wants to do a 10? That's scary. Necrotic Wake. All right, we got the Necro. Got the Necrotic Wake while Hearth's over there. Tank waiting for invite, right? The thing is just that I don't have completed 10s yet. I've just gotten to the point, like I've got half my 9s completed and half 8s completed, so I'm like I can start to push into 10s, but since I have no completed 10s, 10 groups get really picky. Because 10 is where a lot of things get a lot harder. A lot of people don't respect enough how much more difficult a 10 is than an 8. And so if you only have completed 8s and you're signing up for 10s, 10s are a lot harder. Necrotic Wake's an okay one to do as a 10 because people have so much experience in it, but also like it is also extremely hard. I'm really worried about the third boss. And then like the last one where the group fell apart before the first boss, I doubt this group's going to fall apart until the third boss, if it does fall apart. We'll just have to see how it goes. Somebody's still at Dornagal. We'll click on whichever of these portals we can. I hate this. No? All right. Everybody's inside. We'll just wait for that guy to make it. Third boss, Hold Spears. Hold Spears is definitely part of it, but there's still some understanding of when to kill the big abomination, making sure never to have 2 abominations out at the same time, but utilizing the third hook. So you have to get the third hook off and then kill that A-bomb before the second A-bomb comes into play. And if you miss the third hook, then you definitely have to kill that A-bomb. But everything gets a little bit harder on the healer. And the aura for the A-bombs ticks so hard. Oh, they removed me from the group now? All right. Guess they found a better tank. That's annoying. Somebody's friend showed up or something. No commitment to strangers.
You have forced my hand.
Crude. I'm already here, so might as well sign up for some necrotic wake groups. I don't have my hearth for a while, so I can't go back anyways. I want 9s or 10s. There's that augmentation group again.
Prepare for combat.
Paladin, Elemental, Holy. I've struggled with Holies. Holy Priests, or Holy Paladins as healers. Do I join ones that I think aren't going to make it?
Your conduct is
I mean, I gotta join something at this point. There we go. Got one of them. Yeah, that last one. All right. All right, here we go. Want to queue up with a healer? Too late. Sorry, didn't see that in time. Catch me in a future stream. Try and catch me about half an hour earlier than now. And I'd be down. I try and stream at lunch, unless my work gets in the way and delays my lunch. Dornagal, time ways, Dornagal, time ways. Time ways, time ways, time ways. Everybody's coming. No, this person might not be. This person might not be. They're all coming. They're all in the time ways. All right, we'll just go. Yeah, here's way. Okay, we're going in. We are going in. What kind of healer are you? Literally a can? Nope, literally can. Not a can. What do you play? What's your focus as you play this fun game? My stats are awful. I have way too much haste. Resto Shami, but main tank. Gotcha. Yeah, my stats are pretty terrible because my haste is way too high. Yeah, I want to be running like 5% haste or as close to 5% as I can get. You want to be over 5%, but you want to be closer to 5%. I have way too much haste, and that's basically because this neck has 4,000, and one of my rings has 3,000. So I'm getting this 3,000 haste ring and a 3,000 or 4,000 haste neck, and that's just giving me 7,000 more haste than I want, which is putting me up to 17%. But I'm really looking for critical strike because it increases your parry chance, and it just makes it so you're better at holding threat, and then mastery or then versatility, then mastery. Blood Shield mastery has gone way down in usefulness. Am I frozen? No? Alright. Blood Shield Mastery has gone way down in usefulness because of the change to Death Strike. So you're not healing as much from Death Strikes. And it's plummeted how good Mastery is. Absolutely plummeted it. Alright, everybody's here. We're buffed up. Somebody dropped a feast, which was nice. This is another one where the timer isn't that tight as long as you can kill the third boss without anybody dying. So we're going to take it. We're not going to do as many of the big pulls because, again, I'm with Pugs, and you can't always trust that Pugs can fully handle all of the effects of a big pull. Like if I pull these guys and those guys and this guy and these guys, like I usually would with like a planned group, people are gonna mess up the throw cleavers, and people are gonna mess up this guy, and then people are just gonna die. Oh, we're in heroic. We're in normal. We're in normal. He didn't change it over to mythic. Going back in. Healing is so much easier? Wow, I don't think anybody agrees with that. Tanking is by far the easiest job in my opinion. Tanking is just memorizing routes and knowing how to keep yourself alive, where healing is so much more. There's so much work on healers. You have to account for everybody's mistakes. And then DPS, I'm just really bad at DPS rotations.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Either I'm hyper-focused on the rotation and I can't get the mechanics down, or I am mechanicking too hard and I get lazy on my rotation. We do that, we pop that to get ourselves a bone shield. We pull these guys. We keep maintaining and making sure that we have the threat, not somebody else. Somebody isn't here. Still outside. Must have needed to change a talent or something. So he zoned out and changed the talent and came back in. Don't hit ready if you're not ready. Up to the strain fluids. Something, track your actual blood strike, death strike healing rather than just spamming it like I like to do. Straight fluids. They are on top of it. They are on top of it. It is going well. First pull can tell you a lot about how a run's going to go. I like to pull these guys with these guys. Use that to generate threat. Somebody pulled those guys. Not as ideal. Come on. Come on. Nope. Don't know who pulled those guys. That's a real bad situation to be in. Nope. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I shouldn't have hit release. So no. Very good. All right. That's a lot of deaths to stack up at the very start of a run. 11. So somebody pulled that pack. I don't know why. That pack's even like really... What are you guys doing? You don't pull this guy with anybody. So rough on the healers. So much extra targets to pick up. Guys are in a rush to get shit done, I know, but you're just making it harder. Oh, come on. There we go. Ugh, gross. Did not like. What level keep we doing? We're doing a 10. We doing a 10. Hugging that 10 life. Alright, we want this group. Can pull this group over to the next group once I establish threat. Make sure threat's established. Also pull these guys. Drain fluids. Pull them in. Put that out while this is out so it's easier for the healer to get everybody topped off. We're kiting around a little bit, putting them in slow fields and then moving away. Drain fluids interrupted. Nope. Wow. Some of the hardest hitting trash in the game is how we're dying on trash. Oh. Just dropping.
Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
Okay. This is what happens when you start pugging 10s. What happens when you start pugging 10s? Yeah, I'm dying in 0.5 seconds from full health. You'll do a +9? But I don't need a +9.
Is unacceptable.
Sure, why not? What's your name? I'll do a 9 of Arakara, Miss, Stone Vault, Dawnbreaker, or Necrotic. The difference between a 9 and 10 is crazy. 10s are so much harder, and people don't respect that. Like we just saw there was a DPS pulling extra stuff. He's like, oh, we need this pack too, and pulling extra stuff. And you can't do that if you don't know what you're doing. He was just pulling things that did not need to be pulled and then just overwhelming the healer. The healer was not able to keep up with what was going on there. Bloody is considered the hardest tank because we can die, unlike every other tank, we can die in about 2 seconds on a pull. Even like 1.5 seconds on a pull of a group. We can just hit the floor.
No further.
Literally, Ken, what's your... There's my code. I guess you can't see it there. Can I make that show? No, I can't. Trash healer is what I hear. I mean, the healer was at its limits and somebody's pulling extra. It's not the healer's fault. There was plenty of time to pull what we were pulling and get the dungeon done. Some DPS decided they needed to pull extra, and likely weren't even using their own cooldowns. Nobody got hit by anything unnecessary. Throw flesh and disgusting guts is pretty much forced. I guess that was only on the last pull overall. So not interrupts on drain fluids multiple times. So full channels of drain fluids. If you're not keeping up with the mechanics, you're just not there. And then the AUG just wasn't doing enough. AUGs are really bad for pug groups. All right. Yeah, it takes everyone doing their part. When you're in a pug, you can't rely on everyone doing their part, so you gotta take things a little bit slower. We didn't need to +2 that key, but they were pulling it like we were trying to. We just needed a +1. You can take your time way more. +9. Plus, come on. 9. Necrotic. Since I'm here. That guy's too low. That's a 10. You don't want to do a 10. As well, there's no 9s? What's going on? That's a 10. That's a 10. You wanted 9s. There we go. Let's try that. I was expecting an instant invite. Man, I want to get a dungeon run done before I have to end this. You can try a 10, but you haven't healed one? Yeah. If you've been doing 9s, we can try a 10. We could try to sign up for a 10. The issue is finding the right 10. Frost Druid, balance. Isn't the same 2? No, okay. There we go. There we go. You're in the time ways. He's still in Dornegal. What game is this? This is World of Warcraft. It is the biggest MMORPG in the world. Is it noob friendly? It starts out very noob friendly. You can get a free account up to level 20 and see if you like the game. You can try out some things. The community can be really good or really bad depending on how you end up or who you end up getting involved with. I would highly recommend people try it out. I think it's one of the greatest games ever. Take it slow. Have fun. Take it easy and just enjoy. Again, World of Warcraft. Yeah, so it's really just about keys. Blood Death Knights die super fast if they aren't doing it right. If at any point you let Bone Shield fall off, you suddenly become like less durable than a leather wearer, it feels like. So you hit the ground so fast. There's a lot of self-healing and tracking your blood strike, especially at this difficulty level. You're tracking your blood strike a lot more, or death strike. You have to track how much it's going to heal you and use it at effective times, not spamming it so that you're not using it when you're full health. And then you just have so many buttons. If you look at my key bindings here compared to any other class, like most classes do not have this many key binds. I have 30, I think I've counted out 36 buttons that I have bound to, that I have to be able to press. Occasionally you'll see me drop down and click one just because I'm like, which shift alt control button is that particular ability? And if you don't have the immediate reaction to knowing which one it is, sometimes you got to do a click, but for the most part I try and get them. There's just a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Warriors and things like that have a lot less going on, and warriors even have some of the more. Warriors are on the higher end. Of buttons to press. They're the easiest tanks right now, I think, warriors.
1.
But they still have a lot of buttons to press. Tanking just is so many buttons.
Now you learn the
All right.
true lesson of the void.
Yet another of the Kyrion's loyal servants. Have you come here to be slaughtered?
I want this guy.
well? This temple was merely the first to fall.
Merely the first to fall.
All of Bastion will burn.
Nice use of the Earth Ellie there by the Shaman. That's a fantastic pull to do that on because it is a big pull with a lot going on. We're going to pull these guys and this group. There's no rush. This is only a 10. This isn't a 13. We don't have to be going nuts on triple pulls. We could pull this guy with those 2 minions. That's fine. Need to have a defensive cooldown ready for when he does his thing. His Wrath of Zalam is here. We got an extra pack, but that's all right. Pop in defensive cooldowns. Stay in the Spirit Link. That's a great Spirit Link. Liking what the healer's doing so far. Good job there. Somebody pulled that extra pack. I did not have my AoE threat generator, and they did pull it, so that makes it a lot harder for me to establish threat. All of my AoE threat has cooldowns, so if people are pulling things like that, sometimes all of my AoE threat abilities are not available. If you're going to knockback, stop Drain Fluids, make sure that the Drain Fluid cast starts before you do the knockback. That puts it on cooldown. If you knock back while they're casting the initial part, they just recast immediately after. Which can help if you just don't have interrupts ready, but you're going to. But really sucks if you do not. All right, we're grabbing this pack. Got to block that. Flesh. The cleavers, they hurt a lot. If they hit someone, Drain Fluids, interrupt, pull them in. Do I see changes happening to make blood decay? No, I don't. Blood decays are super strong, especially in Raid. Like, Raid, blood decay is so far ahead of everything else because you're so prepared for everything. In a Raid environment, blood decays are absolutely nuts. What level is this? This is a 10. This is a 10. All right, we're going to let that pack move away, let you get mana. So always watch your healer's mana. I checked his bar before I started the pull. At this point, I could pull. He can finish drinking while the mob runs in. And then we need that Lust. He's our Lust. There it goes. Get those things off to the side, then DPS them underneath him, killing them before he begins that cast, or slowing them while he's doing the cast and killing them while they're in the circles. That ensures that the circles stack up nicely. That's basically the entire mechanic. I'm just watching and putting out defensive cooldowns whenever a crunch is coming. I can see the crunch timers here. So in 5 seconds, I need something. 4, 3. At this point, I do a rune tap. The crunch will come out during the duration of that rune tap, so I'll take less damage. That's just what I'm watching out for. It is a tank here. They do the breath. We want to line the breath up with the other greens. Then we want to keep him in there. I'm pulling the bloodworms in underneath and then dropping a Death and Decay to slow them so the DPS can kill them in the green circles. And we don't get huge overlaps, or we don't get huge spread. So I pull them a little bit, give a little bit more room to be able to belch the next ones into the previous green. There's the crunch. Again, you're just having something available for when the crunch is coming out. The crunches do hurt, and it's just appreciated by your healer to have that handled. First Death and Decay to slow the worms. I like to get the worms low. And then do a second Death and Decay to slow them down during this. And then they all explode over there. One left, right in the center. Beautiful. Moving a little bit. Another crunch. Easy. the group just coming down and being ready to handle the trash appropriately rather than acting like they're plus 13 players in a coordinated group is all it really takes. Gonna grab these guys because it's just nice to have the percent.
Stitch flesh.
Gonna go on to those guys.
To know you destroyed his prize creation.
Oh, come on. Why am I failing?
I am sure he would
There we go.
gladly take your limbs as repayment.
Now we're gonna grab the next pack.
Inevitably, the void.
This is when I'm at my strongest threat because I've got that sweet, sweet runic weapon, dancing rune weapon. Go around that guy. We could mount up if we want. Go a little quicker. Pulling this pack, killing this guy only. He shouldn't really damage the other ones. Let me establish threat on the mage. I will be mainly focused on the mage and interrupting its frostbolt volleys. That. And it didn't interrupt it. Cool, cool. Somebody else got it. Nice. I was targeting it and cast it, but it didn't interrupt. I hate it when that happens. So I'm looking for threat establishment on all of them and pulling the mage in. I want to grab this orb. The orb helped with the next mini-boss. You can pick these things up, do a quick little bit of threat establishment on them while grabbing these. Had to watch this big guy's cleave. The cleave is extremely dangerous. Never be in front of the tank. We are also watching the Bone Mender. The Bone Mender has a couple of skills you have to watch out for. First is Bone Mend. That one, we don't want that to get off. And then he's going to do a Final Bargain. This. You want to keep stunning, interrupting, moving him, stopping him from casting Final Bargain so he doesn't heal. And I cleave somebody doing that. My bad. Turn him just a little bit enough and hit the druid. The druid shouldn't have been on that side of him anyways, but I'll take the blame. Can I get into raids? It seems like quite a challenge. I mean, you could definitely get into raids. Raids is a great thing. There's plenty of groups always looking for people. Raid groups are almost always looking for somebody to join. All right, here we go. We're doing this, and then we're popping the orb, and the orb is going to do AoE silences on them. This thing hurts a lot. Never get hit by those circles, as well as all these necrotic bolts coming in at me are a problem. They put a big heal block on me, so I need to keep myself at a state of high health. Watch circles. Do not get hit by those detonations like that. That is a one-shot mechanic. Death bursts move. Everybody has to be healing themselves here. They're not really. Oh, this guy's gonna heal so much. Dark Shroud. Death burst. The guy healed a lot because of the Xalatath effect. It goes on everybody, and if it's not healed off, it heals all mobs. So now he's just gaining so much health. Real unfortunate timing. I would have preferred to have battle rezzed our healer, but he ran back. A little bit of my bad. I didn't battle res fast enough, and he didn't have the confidence that he was going to get picked up. I was talking through things to the chat. That's 6 deaths. That's tough, but in Necrotic Wake, that's still doable. Yeah, starting off our learn mechanics, study vids. I make vids. You can find loads of them on my channel at Zesty Guides on the YT.
Inevitably, the void.
These guys both cleave, and the cleave hurts a lot, as well as they both have a fear. I'm going to fear the one that everybody else is not targeting. So I watch whichever one has the higher health pool, and I switch to that one and get ready for the fear interrupt. I can see the fear interrupts here off my Little Wigs add-on, so I can tell when it's coming back in about 4 seconds. I need to switch back to targeting the higher health one. So this time it was that one. Nice. All right, we're gonna do this group because people pull it accidentally all the time.
Thanatos will be avenged.
And we're pulling everything into one target.
I'm so eager to share your underlings.
I need to watch these guys.
Your
Oh, come on.
courage will be your doom.
Everybody just needs to be killing that main necromancer.
Your
Need to
brethren
establish threat. Our damage is fantastic. Our damage is really good.
already lost.
Vile monster.
Inevitably, the void consumes
Well, I got the frostbolt volleys. Nice. So many things that I'm so used to being the only one to deal with are being handled by this group, which is very pleasing to me. Pull this stupid thing in. Get that frostbolt volley dealt with. Nice. Those fear or those silence orbs, silence beams. So nice. Love having a balanced druid. I also see him like changing forms and using abilities in different forms, which is just showing what that level of a druid he is. Much better than average. Oh shit. Somebody pulled thread on the big guy. Oh, that's an Earth Ellie. Do not Earth Ellie on Marauders. The Earth Ellie taunts and turns his attention, and then he cleaves somebody else.
inevitably. The void consumes.
No, it's Deathbringer for everything. Sand Lane is trash. Sand Lane is absolute trash. They tried to buff it recently, and it's still probably like 300% too weak. I tried it. I'm mainly a raid player, and I would never play Sand Lane right now. Deathbringer is so much further ahead and so much more fun. Yeah, the Deathbringer talents just do so much more damage, and the one mitigation talent of Deathbringer, the only one that it has, does more mitigation than all of the mitigation talents across Sand Lane combined. It's just nutty. We don't want Bone Mends. Good fear, good silence, slappy hands, watch the cleaves. I'm happy this group hasn't had like an absolute freak out to any of the light mistakes that were made. There was the one death on the mini boss, nobody freaked out. There was that Ellie cleave. So on the first frozen circle, I run up the stairs and begin the RP. So he does this, I run up, the RP starts.
You
There we go.
will be
Then I come back
brought
down.
to justice. You dare
You don't go up too high or else you end up getting stunned. And if you're stunned, this guy walks up and murders you.
shall answer in kind.
Spikes move.
Paragon,
Frosty thing
there's
run.
nothing you can do to stop us.
Still pretty good on time. We're just past 50 because of all those deaths. Cheer your drink up. Okay, here we go.
No matter. My minions are endless.
So first set of minions, I'm going to blue orb. Second set of minions, I'm going to slappy hands. Don't immediately orb on the minions spawning. Give it a moment and then pop it. Pull in all the frosty ones. Hope you establish threat on the other ones.
Inevitably
Dodge the blast.
consumes everything.
Drop as many of those as you can.
One final act of service.
They'll detonate those and take a bunch of damage. The second set of minions, I am going to activate Slappy Hands as soon as they start spawning. That should establish threat on all of them. Gotta interrupt that frenzy. That frenzy will murder your tank.
The fallen shall serve me again.
Got Slappy Hands out. That'll pull everything in. Then I just gotta watch and interrupt the Frostbolt volleys. One got off. That was an accidental lust, I guess.
Will reduce you to dust.
You're a bit of a misclicker there, Mr. Shaman.
One final act of service.
I'm not going to have any real good way to establish AoE threat now that we're getting a third set of ads.
The fallen shall serve me again.
Inevitably
We'll be pulling the mages in.
void consumes
Oh, there you go. We got him.
everything.
We got him.
Your arrival proved timely.
How's it going? It's going well, Austin. How you hanging?
We
how's
cannot
life?
rest until these invaders are purged from our skies.
We're just pushing this 10. We're at 12 minutes left. We just got to clear this and 2 bosses. It's going to be tight. The 7 deaths are really rough with that increase.
To strike at the next.
Increased percent lost from deaths that goes on
A moment
at this rank.
It seems that the parts for my new creation have arrived at last.
Oh, come on. Don't. Very good. Tenderize 2. We do not want tenderize. He's going to get tenderize 3 off. That's going to suck. So I'm going to Icebound Fortitude, the Tenderize 3. Then it comes to a Mutilate. Yeah, there we go. Heal back what we can. Hoping to find more people to push keys with. Theme. Alright, good. I had to make sure Tenderize fell off.
Inevitably, the void consumes.
The white circle, don't interrupt him when he's casting the white circle or else he just spams it. Throw cleaver, try and block it. What are we looking for key wise? I'm trying to get all my 10s done. Or are you talking to Austin? Austin might be looking for people to play with. If anybody wants to play with Osmond. Let the throw cleaver go off. Second throw cleaver. Yep, nice throw it at the guy. Interrupt the repair flash. I'm going to start pulling the next pack.
Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
There's a drain flash. Needs interrupting.
Come, my assistant. These raw materials are in need of processing.
Oh, God. Scary. Morbid fixation. Run, friend, run. Throw cleaver. Does he know what to do? No. Straighten fluids. Interrupt.
Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
Morbid fixation. Run. Don't die to it. Don't die to it. Oh, sweet Jesus. All right. That drain fluid sucked. Oh, he did die to it. Oh. He died to the morbid fixation. Myself, I play with Blood Death Knight, and that's it. I know what most classes do, and I can help with a lot of things, but I only play the one character.
Oops. Gorgrind. Try not to damage.
7 minutes to kill both these bosses is going to be rough. I don't think we got it. This will be a completion, but not timed. There's just still too much trash to do, and both those bosses should take around 4 minutes. Losing that 30 seconds to that morbid fixation there probably is the determining factor if we don't wipe on this guy at all. We have 2600 Brewmaster? Damn, there's not a lot of Brewmasters at that level. There are not a lot of Brewmasters up at that high. Brewmaster is probably the hardest tank, and it's not close.
How vexing! Rotspew, get to work and don't fail me like your predecessor.
So fun. I played it back in Shadowlands for a while, but my group needed a Blood Death Knight more, and I swapped over. I've been playing Blood Death Knight since, like, Cataclysm. It's been my main. But a couple of times I've tried a couple other things. Was a mage in BFA. And then, yeah, started Shadowlands as a monk, but it just didn't work out.
The void consumes everything.
No! Now I have to
Your food.
rebuild from scratch. It seems I must take matters into my own hands.
Oh, he does? Oh, interesting.
I can't wait to put your corpse to... I'll have you in stitches.
Give him some room. Calm down.
I must reserve your parts for later. Imbecile! I'm the one who made you!
Nice. They changed the timing of that fixation? That's interesting. That fixation used to happen at the exact same time. Point to the stage. Point to the stage. Nice. But they have to kill this creation, or we're gonna lose. Good, they did. They did.
The void consumes everything.
A peculiar making device.
There we go. Nice.
I can utilize it.
Meat hook at the stage. Nice. We got it. We got it. Nice. We got 3 minutes. It's gonna be tight.
Was yet to come.
All right. We're getting started with a healer having full mana. Sure. Whatever. Not a big deal. We got 1 second and lust. Now. Lust. Perfect. Beautiful. Got that.
None can escape the storm.
I like to pull them away from the spot where they land so nobody's doing their dance when the guy comes back.
Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
What's Blood DK stats supposed to be? Haste 5% or more, but close to 5% as you can get it. And then you want versatility, crit, or crit, then versatility, then mastery. And then haste past 5%.
Can escape the storm. I have had enough of you.
Our guy's going down and taking a little too long to get back up. We're not gonna. We might have the timer. We might make it. It's gonna be close.
None can escape the storm. I have had enough of you. None can
It's just me and the healer up here right now. Oh no, there's 1 DPS. There's 1 DPS. We gotta break that shield. When he gets that shield, even the healer has to like try and damage. Because he went up a lot of health with the shield up. We can get him.
None can escape the storm. Such
Damn. There goes the timer.
Void consumes everything.
There goes the timer.
a You will not witness this realm's destruction.
DPS are taking a little bit too long to get up from the getting sent down. They're taking too long to get that last mob dead. And it's taking them too long to get back up, so we aren't able to get enough damage on the shield. And then he's just getting too much out of the shield. Patch me up. Right? The DPS numbers are so low. We were doing solid until this guy. I mean, if we have drums. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Patrick. Appreciate all you guys that are hanging out, watching, enjoying, and learning a little bit about Mythic Plus running. We're just going to wait the 70 seconds. All right. All right. Not a lot of synergies in this group for sure. Yeah. Siege is the worst dungeon for me, too. Yeah, Siege and Grim Batol. Too many people are really bad at Grim Batol. And then Siege is just a hard dungeon. This will get our 10 done and get something in the vault. We could have had better. We'd already lost 7 people before we even got to this guy. This place in Stone Vault. Oh man, I find Stone Vault pretty easy. I have not done Stone Vault at a 10 level, so a lot of my experience comes from like 9 and lower. Stone Vault I haven't done it at 10 yet, but Stone Vault's pretty easy at lower levels. Same with Dawnbreaker. Okay, go.
Bastion shall be laid to waste.
So whoever does the most DBS here is the one that gets sent down, so it's going to be the Druid.
Escape the storm.
Oh no, Rogue is pulling ahead. Till the movement there was the Druid. Now it should be the Rogue. Yeah, bye Rogue.
Enough of you. None can escape the storm.
People are not great at the square mechanic. Drawing the square with your thing so that you are within your own little area. Moving him away from here so that the person that drops down isn't dealing with a Comet Storm, ideally. Icebound Aegis, you gotta break it fast. This is the thing that a lot of people getting to 10s don't understand, is how important breaking that Aegis is.
Had enough of you.
Death Knight's back. Come on.
Can escape the storm.
I'll escape the storm. Easy peasy. Yeah, both of those things are problems that go away at higher levels when players have established themselves.
Inevitably,
At lower keys, definitely, for sure. I feel that.
everything.
We're getting way better damage done on the shield this time, breaking the shield in 1.6 or 2.2 seconds, where last time it was like 4 or 5 seconds, and then it just keeps becoming more and more of a problem. So we're dealing with it this time. Much better. At this level and higher, even the healer has to DPS during that. That was 23 score, getting me to 2352. And I get that mythic Great Vault slot, which is nice. That's my first completed 10 in this pug life. But not timed, so not worth as much as these timed 9s. But not too bad, not too bad. I'm okay with it. That was Mythic Plus Lunchtime, and that's all we got for today. I thank again you guys for hanging out. All you guys hitting that like button, hitting that follow button or sub button. Greatly appreciated. You can find me at Zesty Guides here, Zesty Guides wherever you found me here, Zesty Guides on YouTube, TikTok, or Sazaze Games if you're over on Twitch. I stream raid nights as well as I stream this Mythic Plus Lunchtimes whenever I get the chance. So if you hang out, if you're online at about noon my time, which is an hour and 20 minutes ago, that's when I do it, and you might be able to snag me for a group if you need a tank. But that is all. What's my Discord? Easiest for me to do it this way, I think. Ka-chow. That's my Discord, Saza Games Discord. If you want to join in there, hit up the self rolls and select Warcraft from the self rolls, and then you can get notified on Warcraft stuff. But that's all for me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I am Zesty Fresh from Sazaza Games, and we will catch you guys next time.